Welcome to the Living Oneness Gathering. I am your host, Sue Dumais. It's an honor to be here with you once again, sharing this space and joining our hearts to unite in love for each other, for our planet, for all of creation. And you're here to receive a good heart scrub. You're here to receive healing and insights and miracles for yourself, first and foremost. Be here to receive for yourself, first and foremost. Then it ripples out. Then it has that ripple effect that goes out in all directions around you within your life and beyond. So it's for you first and for all. And that's important. We've been programmed to be of selfless service, but it's more about self-fulfilled service, being of self-fulfilled service, filling your heart first, giving from the overflow, being the example and the energy of what you wish to see in the world, becoming that energy and frequency of peace, and being the vessel for love in this world. And that's what the world really needs right now. So when I send out the email this morning as a reminder for the live event, the live experience, I wrote, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? There's a lot of big shifts, a lot of big changes happening in the world. There's a lot of big shifts and energy changes happening globally, universally, on planes that you don't even know necessarily that your human mind can't comprehend. Planes of existence and levels of consciousness are shifting, dimensions are opening up, and we are having more access. We're not going to go to the fifth dimension. We're already experiencing the fifth dimension. We can access all the dimensions right here, right now. What we're feeling is our access has been opened to experience those different dimensions. What we do with those different experiences really will determine how we navigate and how we feel while these openings and changes and shifts are happening. Speaking of shifts, I want to share one thing before we move into the experience today. It's been trickling in. Sometimes guidance comes trickling in. It gives you a little idea, and then it's not quite clear. The timing's not right there. It's just maybe planting a seed. I've been feeling this seed for a little while, and I only finally got a real clear, like, go. That go sign, the green light went last week. And what I was shown is that I'm no longer going to be offering the live healing experience once a month, because I do that as a separate thing. So there's a Living Oneness gathering that I do. Right now it's every Wednesday at 10, and it's going to continue Wednesdays at 10. And then the live healing experience is something I offer once a month, where I do intuitive readings, answer questions, and take everybody through a healing experience. Two different things, offering similar but different experiences. But it's confusing for people because people are like, did you do that on the live or on the Living Oneness? Or what's that one you did last week? So I really kept seeing to simplify and synchronize everything so that it's really simple and clear. So what's going to happen moving forward is the Living Oneness gathering will be every Wednesday at 10. Unless I'm traveling or some weird thing I'll tell you about. Otherwise, you can come here every Wednesday at 10 and you'll find me. On the first Wednesday of each month, I will be offering a Q&A opportunity as part of the Living Oneness gathering and podcast. So you can come on and ask questions. I will also be offering some intuitive readings. So you can come on and receive a reading. That first Wednesday of every month will be the Living Oneness gathering, but with a little extra bonus of a Q&A and readings. That for me, keeping it as part of like just one umbrella simplifies it from my perspectives. Because I'm not trying to update too many web pages. I'm not trying to upload too many videos in too many different places. It's just all the gathering, all podcasts. Here I am. Come see me live. And you all know that everything I do is not just a live experience. It's always a deep experience about your healing, insights, whatever you need in that moment. You can receive something from those experiences. So That's not going to change. And in fact, that might even actually amplify even more because I'm like really focusing all my energy in a more pointed way. That really helps too, because if I have too many streams, and this is for all of us, if we have, say, if we have one big river and it's flowing really, really strong and the current is good, that's our energy field. That's our energy flowing through our body, and it's got good conductivity. It's got a clear path, and it's just powerful energy. And then you dilute that by moving the one big stream or the one big river into 20 streams. You have 20 trickling streams instead of one big river that's just really powerful. So I keep seeing to simplify, and I've been getting this message for 5 or 6 years now. The message I got, it came in a dream. I don't know if I've shared this recently, but it came in a dream. I was having a dream and I was sitting and meditating on this mountain, and a monk came up to me, kissed me on the forehead, and said, "You need to stop working for everybody else and you need to pay yourself." And that's when I started to actually pay myself a salary. Prior to that, I was investing money into my business, into everything. I was just putting it all there. So the message is to pay myself. And the kiss on the forehead, I kept seeing the word kiss, Kiss. And I knew there was a symbol or message in that. So I sat with it a little longer and I heard the message, "Keep it simple, Sue." That's what KISS stands for me. Keep it simple, Sue. So, and you can use it in whatever way you want. Keep it simple and have a different word. You don't have to use Sue, but it really made a difference in how I run my business. But I still find myself complicating things. That's a human habit we have that I'm breaking. And I have been breaking that habit over the last 5 years. So moving forward, because the energy is so accelerated and so strong, I cannot dilute things into two or three. Oh, keep it simple, sweetheart. Yes, I like that, Andrea. Thank you. I can't dilute things into too many rivers. I need to keep the current really strong. So moving forward, this is one change. There will be other changes coming, but this is one change that I'm crystal clear about, and I'm sharing it with you now. So next week, you will receive, those of you that are on this list for the Living Oneness Gathering, you're going to receive the notice for the Living Oneness Gathering, including the intuitive readings and a Q&A. You guys can come and ask questions about spirituality and ask questions about energy and ask questions about things that you just don't understand that are going on, and I'll be able to provide some answers. So I'm excited about that. For those of you that are in the intuition, your evolving intuition program, I have a Q&A and a discernment workshop next week, next Monday. If you haven't signed up for the intuition program, it still has the launch special. I changed it till the end of February. After that, it'll be full price. But for now, you can get it at a significant discount. So I invite you to come if you're not already part of the intuition program. You can jump in for that. And you can find that at heartledliving.com under offerings, under online courses. Let's take a breath. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth with a bit of a sigh. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here in this very moment as you're breathing, as you're listening, as you're experiencing this moment unfolding as a gift for you, for all? What now? It's very easy to go into what next. It's very easy to be tempted into figuring out what the path is going to look like, what your life is going to look like in a week, in a month, in a year. We can't do that anymore. We could have some predictability before, but we're shifting from predictability. Well, let's say we're shifting from the illusion of predictability into embracing spontaneity, into embracing the present moment so fully and so deeply that you're not worried about what's going to happen next. You're not thinking about what's going to happen next week. How am I going to figure this out? What am I going to do then? You're really so deeply focused on where you are here in this moment. And in this moment, you will make plans. You will buy that ticket for a flight in 2 or 3 months if that's what's guided, but you're going to do it in the moment. You're not doing that in the future. Nothing happens in the future. Everything happens in the moment. Everything unfolds in this moment that brings you to future experiences that are actually the present moment, anyways, once they arrive. So, this is that illusion of linear time, past, present, future. We're shifting from linear time to nonlinear time. And there's a little bit of a transition. It's not just going to happen for most people, it's not going to happen overnight. It's a bit of a transition. And we're already seeing the effects of it. And we're already experiencing the effects of it. Time is warping. Time will slow down and speed up. It's done that for a long time, but it's doing it more. People are noticing it. It's doing it in a way that people notice it. They're kind of questioning it or wondering what just happened. Why did I just finish all of that in 5 minutes? Or where did the time go? So as we shift from linear to nonlinear experiences, the present moment is going to be all that you want and yearn for and desire and will ever want to experience it, because that's all that really is truly, absolutely real, is the present moment, your presence, your awareness. Your presence is the gift. And when you are present in the present moment, you can unwrap the gift as it unfolds. So as you take some deep breaths and rest your eyes closed and sink real deep, deep, deep into your heart space, shifting your awareness out of the mind and into the heart. And there's an invitation when you're in the center of the heart. In the center of the chest is your heart center. It's an energy center, energy chakra, whatever you want to call it. The shape of the energy chakra has changed. A lot of people would see it as a sphere. Some people will see it or have seen it as like a disc spinning in the front and maybe in the back, or having a front and back to it and having like an opening, like two funnels. But all of the energy centers are changing, and they have been. I've been teaching about this probably for about 4 or 5 years now. But all of the energy centers are meant to change to more of a gyroscope. So they're a sphere spinning in all directions around a center point. And that sphere gyroscoping energy as it's moving in all directions, spinning, it's naturally cleansing, clearing, and purifying, and harmonizing and synchronizing that energy center. And it creates a current of energy, a charge, an electromagnetic charge that connects and communicates with the next energy center. So we have 7 energy centers in our body, but there are more than 7. I've consciously worked with 20 to 40, but there's even more than that. We're going to focus on, let's say, 20. So as you bring your awareness to your body and to the center of your heart. And you invite, some of you may have a vision or a feeling or a sense, but you might just set an intention and put an invitation into your heart. So that energy center starts to spin like a gyroscope. You don't have to see or sense energy to make this happen, because where your attention goes, the energy flows. It's intention and attention. Now, bring your awareness and attention to the physical heart in the left side of your chest. The physical heart that beats and pumps blood through your body. But it's so much more than a pump. It's so much more than we realize. And as our bodies are evolving and our consciousness is evolving, the experience of our physical body will change as well. A lot of our DNA has not been activated yet. A lot of areas of the body, which I often call the sacred anatomy, haven't been fully activated yet. And as we move into having these more expanded experiences, expanding our awareness and consciousness beyond what the physical mind or the human mind and all its limitations have kind of held us back for so long, we go beyond those boundaries of what's possible. And we break through the boundaries of what we thought were impossible. We can expand our mind more than before. And then at some point, you will go beyond mind. And when you go beyond the limitations of the human mind, you activate and align with a deep, profound knowing. It's more like connecting to your heart mind. But I'll even take the word mind out for a moment. It's connecting to a divine knowing, a divine wisdom. The field of infinite possibility. You are not limited by your physical body other than your belief that you are. You're not limited by your human mind unless you think and believe that you are. So we go beyond the thinking, we go beyond the beliefs. We go beyond what we think we know and what we think we don't know. We go beyond the programming. We expand beyond the perception of physical limitations. This allows us to tap into an infinite wisdom. And that infinite wisdom is all around us as well as within us. It's in that source point within our physical heart, within our physical energy center of the heart. And it's all around us. And we can connect to it in that field of oneness, which is the edge of our energy field. So we can still honor our human experience, our individual expression of divinity as this human being here on this beautiful earth. But we are giving birth. We are rising from the ashes of being human to becoming and embodying our divine human expression. This is where we can embrace our humanness and embody our divinity. This is where we can tap into and use all of the aspects and potential that resides within our DNA, within our cells, within the organs of our sacred anatomy. This is where we can experience the light body while still using the human body as a vessel. It's different. It's new. It's fresh. We haven't been able to accomplish this, or we didn't have this potential available to us yet up until now. Now, your mind would be tempted to figure out what's next. What does that mean? What is that going to look like? How is my life going to change? What do I have to do with this and that and the other thing? But your heart just knows the path. It knows the directions, and it knows your unique recipe to allow the unfolding of the embodiment of your divine human experience. Take some deep breaths, soften, and surrender all of your resistance. Surrender all of your questions. Surrender and forgive over all of your concerns, your worries, your fears. They don't serve you. In this moment, they're not serving. They're only holding you back. When you forgive the energy of fear over, when you forgive the energy of resistance, you can forgive it over to God, to the universe, to the divine, to spirit. You can throw it in a trash can beside you. It doesn't really matter where it goes. It's your intention to offer it. Make an offering in exchange for the absolute truth, alignment, deep, profound knowing that goes beyond logic and reason. A knowing that is so certain, deep in your heart, in your soul. Your divine essence knows what you need, when you need it, how you need it. Everything is provided precisely when you need it. So I'm just going to blast off a light from the center of your throat, your throat chakra. I'm just imagining a blast from the sun right in the middle, going out in all directions, 360 degrees, burning off any interference and clearing any interference up and out. As I'm tuning into everybody's field, I'm tapping into everybody's energy. I kept getting grabbed at the throat. For some of it, I could feel just energy trying to move through. So I'm a bit of a surrogate when I'm doing this energy work. helping and supporting shifts happening in everybody's body that's on the call and that will be listening as well. And then there's times where there's interference trying to get through into your body and I can feel it and pick it up. So sometimes it does translate into mine. So let's do a little blast at the third eye too, blasting out in all directions, burning off any interference, clearing it up and out. Going down into the heart space, same thing, blasting out. And solar plexus, blasting, and then you can add that gyroscope. So you can even do both. You blast out the energy, and then the gyroscope starts to form, and that sphere starts to spin and move and purify and cleanse. Sacral chakra in the pelvis, blasting it out, adding the gyroscope. There you go, good. First energy center at the tailbone, blasting out and gyroscoping. And your earth center just below your feet. There we go. Going back to the crown chakra, lift the crown off the top of your head. A lot of people have it sitting on the top of the head. We need it to be hovering about a foot or so above you. So imagine that hovering, a bit like a halo. Okay, activate it by blasting the energy and then spiral and that beautiful gyroscoping action. And then we'll do 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, and 20. There's usually not a lot of resistance in those energy centers. Most people haven't activated them, so you might actually feel a little dizzy and woozy. Some of you might not feel anything. Some of you might feel a lot. It's all good. Keep that energy center off the top of your head. The top one, the crown, needs to be hovering up above your head. It doesn't need to ever be on the top of your head anymore. You need it to be up. That's going to create space in the first 7 layers of your energy field to help your body integrate and assimilate everything that's changing. The first 7 layers cannot be condensed and squished. They need to be expanded and spacious. So lifting your 7th energy center creates that spaciousness in those layers. Now breathe. Now we're going to do the same with the pituitary and the pineal gland in the brain, the center of the brain there. Blasting one out, gyroscoping, and the second one as well. So 2 glands. And then let's do that third one, the hypothalamus. There you go, good. Now just underneath the pineal gland, we're going to draw some energy down through the center channel, central channel to the pelvis. And imagine a light on the inside of the sacrum. Join with that light and then draw some of that light back up to the third eye space at the pineal gland in the brain. As that light moves through that heart center, let it blast out a little bit of a current, a pulse. So it amplifies that light. So then when it returns up to the pineal gland, it's amplified, it's activated in another way. And come back down into your heart space. And visit the left side of the chest and bring your awareness to the heart, the physical heart in your chest, beating with your breath all around it, your heartbeat and your breath. There is often a natural rhythm. And imagine all the cells in the heart. Imagine turning the light on or the light up so they all have an inner pilot light. And imagine just turning up the pilot light on all of the cells of the heart, illuminating the heart's potential. And in this space of the heart center, it includes the heart, includes the physical heart, the whole sphere of the heart center. Is a space where we can receive guidance, wisdom, information, insight. This is our inner GPS. And in a car, you would type in the address where you're going, and it would tell you how to get there every step of the way. But our inner GPS works a little different. We could ask, where do I go from here? What now? And we'll be guided to take 3 steps forward. Turn left. Take 20 more steps. Turn right. Sit down. Be still. Stand up. Move to the right. Turn around. Go back. These are how the directions come in our inner GPS. We don't have to type in the destination because our divine essence, our divinity, our spirit, our soul knows where we're meant to be going. And if we were given the destination, you are going to this location and you will arrive in 30 minutes. That's a future projection. And what may happen within that 30 minutes, because we are so connected in the 4th dimension to collective consciousness and the needs of the collective as well as the individual, we get a lot more spiritual redirects. We may be guided to move towards something and suddenly we're turning around and going back, or we're taking a completely different direction and going to a completely different destination. So our inner GPS doesn't have the destination plugged into our awareness. Or it might show you a glimpse of where you're heading, only so that your mind doesn't interfere or resist. But all the while, you need to be wildly wide open to the directions coming in moment to moment. So instead of trying to figure out the destination, enjoy the adventure. Have you ever gone for a hike and just went randomly and enjoyed the experience, as opposed to trying to get to the end of the path? Be deeply present. Life is unfolding. The present moment is unfolding for you, and it's holding a lot of potential. It holds a lot of gifts, insights, potential, opportunities to experience. But we're so on autopilot a lot of times that we miss the mystery and the magic and the gifts that the present moment holds for us. So in this moment, imagine you could meet it fresh at the level of the mind, fresh at the level of the heart, in the body, and let your senses experience the moment right here, right now, experiencing the frequency and energy of my voice, forming words, delivering a message, the frequency and energy of the room and area, environment that you're in, the energy within and around your body, your cells, the space between your cells, your breath, your heartbeat, your essence. If you meet everything fresh, without the mind deciding it already knows, then you can experience everything from the energy of wonderment, awe, appreciation, curiosity, fascination, mystery, magic, miracles. What if your breath was a mystery to explore? What if we approached our body as the miracle that it is, and the potential that it holds that goes beyond what we can even begin to comprehend? So we go beyond the mind, we go beyond belief, we go beyond thinking, we go before and beyond the I am. This moment is a gift. A gift to be unwrapped. With wonderment, gratitude, appreciation. Imagine living in awe of every moment. That is what's possible for you, for all of us, to live with such deep peace, free of worry, free of fear. Where the answers just rise up. Answers to questions we didn't even ask, answers to questions we didn't even know we had, answers to questions that we didn't even know we needed. And you don't even need to figure out how to get anywhere. Your heart will guide you, direct you moment to moment, step by step, one breath at a time, one heartbeat at a time. Let go. Soften. Invite a peaceful joy, a peaceful presence. Imagine it was easy to unlock everything you needed: courage, strength. Imagine it was easy to begin to activate more and more your pure potentiality. When we unite our divinity and our humanness, we become a powerful force of energy, a sustainable, powerful. A light that cannot go out. A light that cannot be contained. It cannot be controlled because it doesn't need to be controlled. It is powerful beyond measure, but it is here to serve oneness. It is here to serve all of creation, including you. So this inner pilot light becomes brighter and brighter and brighter and lighter. Not just bright light, but lighter, physically lighter. Everything doesn't feel so dense and heavy. This is what's possible for you now in this moment. And some of you are already experiencing it, feeling it, sensing it, even knowing it. And for others, it may be planting a seed of pure potential and possibility. You may be guided back to this gathering to listen to the replay, to practice this process, practice this journey, practice this experience so that it becomes more natural, part of your natural essence and experience here. Or this may be a stepping stone to something different, a different practice for you. Where do we go from here? We get to choose to be dragged down, to be held back, to play small, to hide, to dim our lights, to align with all the old earth energies. Take that last final leap onto the old earth timeline. Or we get to choose to expand, to amplify, to brighten our light, to shine unapologetically, to feel lighter, brighter, lifted, elevated, yet grounded and centered at the same time. To embody love, compassion, empathy, to let our divinity animate us in our humanness, to become a divine human on a new earth timeline, align with the new earth energies and frequencies, and become a powerful force for change, change that will serve all of humanity. This is not egocentric change. This is divine-centered change, heart-centered change. Love is the fuel, igniting all of us, everywhere, all together, all at once. We are illuminating a path, a new path. A path that will actually serve all of creation and beyond. A path where we are sovereign beings. And we are free to choose, but we are so inspired to live in spirit, with compassion, with love for ourselves, for each other, and for all of creation. All of that resides in you now, always has, always will. May you remember it in moments you forget. May you experience it in moments you doubt. May you feel it deep in your beingness and emanate it out all around you. May you remember. May you rise. Rise from the ashes as the divine human that you are. May you let your heart lead you in every moment with deep trust, with blind faith, knowing you are exactly where you're meant to be, doing exactly what you're meant to be doing. And you will receive the message and the insight precisely when you need it. May you listen deeply and be wildly open. May you live in the mystery and the magic and the miracles of every beautiful moment. May you remember you are love and only love. And may that be the energy you hold and extend in every moment, in every way. And so it is. To receive this blessing fully, you can tap on your sternum, little thump thump heartbeat 3 times. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. Breathe and receive. Breathe and allow. Breathe with gratitude and appreciation. As you take some deep breaths, invite this feeling, this mystery, this experience, this energy, all of it, any and all of it. Invite it all back into the room with you. And as you bring your awareness back to your physical surroundings, allowing your eyes to open. Some of you may be still guided to stay deep in that experience. That's okay. Trust yourself. Trust your heart. If you feel inspired to share maybe a word or two or a sentence to share how you feel, feel free to type in the chat. Krista's written, I remember. Thank you, God and Sue. That was a beautiful experience. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. It's so interesting to feel, for me, I don't know if that felt different for any of you, but it felt different for me today. It's like, okay, I'm in the stream. I'm not diluted. I feel very clear and mm, clear about this aspect of the living oneness gathering and the live experience coming together. And yeah, curious how it will play out. Sheila, thank you for sharing this purity and power. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Elizabeth feels centered. Beautiful. Nicole, peaceful. Wonderful. Terry, expansive. I got chills down my arms as we move toward the chakras. Beautiful. Mm. Yeah, it actually really, the gyroscoping of the energy centers, since I started doing that for myself and some of my clients, it improves the conductivity in our body. The energies just flow like I don't even work with the energy meridians anymore. It's like they've opened up, it opens them up in powerful ways, so I don't have to focus on them specifically. Daria, balanced, beautiful. Wade, that was amazing. Yeah, you're welcome. I think this is Kelly. I feel so expanded, grounded, and present. Brenda, so refreshed, present, exhilarated. Yes, please. Yes, thank you. Beautiful. All right. I will read everybody's comments once I get off, but thank you all for sharing. I appreciate you sharing. It does actually support what comes through me when you share what resonates and what lands and what your experience is. So feel free to send me an email to share, or you can also share in our online community. If you're not already there, you can join for free. It's a social community, social platform I created, and it's safe, it's secure, and it's full of love. There is no distractions, and there's no arguing, and no chaos, and don't feel like you're jumping into an arena with the lions, like a lot of social media platforms right now. So feel free to come in and have a good heart scrub in that space. You're most welcome to join. So next week is the first Wednesday of the month. So next week, I will, on the live Living Oneness Gathering, I will be offering an opportunity to ask questions, also an opportunity to have some intuitive readings. So it'll be a little different experience than today and a little different experience than the live healing experience has been, but it'll be a beautiful blend. And I know that it'll be exactly what everybody needs, precisely when they need it, because that is how I live my life. Let me be of service and deliver the message in the way that is needed at this time. So that's why I'm here, to be of service in this way. If you feel inspired at any time to work with me one-on-one or to jump in and use any of the programs that I've created, they're all created through the heart, through guided. They're all channeled messages and channeled experiences. My online courses are not courses, they're experiences. They have depth, and they are designed to break things and break things free from within your body and stuff. So if you feel inspired to join us for any of those experiences, I invite you to check out my website, heartledliving.com. I thank you all for being here. I am so grateful. I love this space. I love all of you. And I'm really grateful to feel so many more people. For the longest time, I've been doing this for like over 30 years. So for a long time, it felt like I was walking on my own on the path. And I know a lot of you probably felt that way for a long time. It's really great to have such amazing company, more and more people waking up, more and more people realizing that there's so much more to life than what we've been programmed to believe. And to be able to join in this sacred space with all of you, for me, is just such a gift. So I thank you all for being here and for being the beacons of light and the lighthouses that you are in the world, because we can't, we're not meant to do it alone. I'm not meant to be a solo act here. So you're all doing your work, and I really appreciate that. So thank you all. I see you. I honor you. I appreciate you. Until next time, love and blessings.